Hello everyone! Welcome back, Thousand Life fam. If you're new here, my name's Shania and this is Live a Thousand Lives. Today we're going to be going over the books that I am most excited for in the months of January, February, and March. I know that as of filming this, it is the middle of January, so some of these books have already come out, but I wanted to share what I'm excited for with you guys, and I'll be doing this series again in April for April, May, and June, and then again in July for July, August, September, and then again in October for October, November, and December. So this will be a series on my channel, just my most anticipated reads for the next 3 months. Let's start with January. So there are 3 books that came out on January 5th that I am super excited to get my hands on and to read. Was A Crown of Bones by A.K. Wilder. The genre on this is YA fiction and fantasy fiction. This is about a young heir who is supposed to raise the most powerful phantom. I'm not really sure what that means, like if she or he like is the parent of the phantom, or if they find a phantom and have to raise it. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's intriguing. There's a dangerous person who wants control over the 9 realms, so of course they're gonna be evil, I'm sure. There's also a race of people who are stealing children and sending them to the sea. So I don't know if that means they're killing the children or if they're just like taking them for some reason to the sea. I'm not really sure about that either. There's also a handsome guide, which you know will be trouble, and there's a lowly scribe that may surprise us all. I'm excited for this. It sounds right up my alley. Like, there's mystery, there's gonna be a hero. I don't know, I'm excited for this one, even though I don't hear a lot of people talking about it and I don't know a lot about it, but I am very excited for it. So can't wait to get my fingers on that one. The next one is One of the Good Ones by Moonlight. Not sure how to pronounce the name. I will leave it on the screen somewhere so that you can know how it is spelled. The genre is YA contemporary. This is gonna be like a hard-hitting one, I think, because it has to do with a teen who gets killed. Mysterious circumstances surround their death. It's about police brutality and prejudice, and the tagline gets me. It isn't being human enough. And I wish that in 2021, being human was enough to get respect and to not be killed. Like, you know, we're in 2021. Why is this a thing? But anyway, I'm very excited. I feel like it's going to hit me in the heart and it's going to probably make me cry. So, but I can't wait to get my hands on that one. That one also comes out January 5th. The next book that comes out January 5th is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. The genre on this is fantasy and mythology. 2 of my favorite things, fantasy and mythology. This is a mythology retelling about Greek gods. The Greek gods are forced to walk the earth as immortals, all the while they're being hunted by something or someone. And it's like a battle of old gods versus new gods, and who is going to win and what's going to happen to humanity depending on who wins, basically. So I'm excited. I love anything mythology retellings. I love it. Mythology is my jam. This has already come out as well. Across the Green Grass Fields by Shauna Maguire came out. This is a fantasy novella series. This is number 6 in her Wayward Children series. And I can't really go into what this is about because I don't know. And I don't want to ruin anything else in the series. I am rereading this series. So I only got to the 3rd book in the series, Beneath a Sugar Sky, and I'm rereading it. When I first read Every Heart a Doorway, I didn't like it. That was a couple of years ago now, but I didn't really like it. And then I read Down Among the Sticks and Bones and really liked that one. And then I read Beneath a Sugar Sky, I believe that's the 3rd one, and it was okay. So I'm reading Every Heart a Doorway this month, and hopefully I will like it and like the rest of the series. So I am excited because I love the concept of this series, and I love some of the characters. Like my favorite characters are Jack and Jill, and they are from the first one and from Down Among the Sticks and Bones. And so like I love them, but I don't like some of the other characters. So it just depends on who she decides to follow in these books, I guess. I don't know how long the series is gonna be. We're on book 6, so who knows? I mean, she could take this really far too, because there are so many different kinds of worlds, there are so many different characters, so it'd be interesting to see what she does with the series. The last book that I have for January is the one I'm most excited for in January. I cannot wait. I pre-ordered this book, but it says I won't get it until like the end of February, which I think is odd since it's supposed to come out January 26th. But I do know that they have pushed it back a few times, so maybe they pushed it back again, but I have pre-ordered it, so hopefully I'll get it when I'm supposed to. But that is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. The genre for this is new adult fantasy or fantasy romance, and this is number 4 in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. If you don't know what A Court of Thorns and Roses is, where have you been? And you should read it. I love this series so much, and I put it off for so long because I was like, oh, it's the hype. Like, the hype around this series is gonna make me hate this series, because normally when everyone loves something, I don't know why, it just happens. And so I was worried, but I absolutely adore it, so I cannot wait. I still need to read the novella, and then I'm all caught up until the new book gets here, so planning to read the novella soon. So those are all the books for January that I am excited for. There's so many more, I know there is, but these are the books that stood out the most to me. I know there's others, like I didn't even go through horror because I don't read horror. I didn't really go through mystery because I don't read a ton of mysteries. So I just did the ones that appeal to me the most. So, and I didn't like go through nonfiction or anything like that. So just be in mind that this list is very much to me. Like, it's not necessarily going to be for everyone. This is just my most anticipated for January, February, and March. So moving on to February's most anticipated, there are 4 books coming out February 2nd that I'm very, very interested in. The first one is The Year I Flew Away by Marie Arnold. The genre for this book is middle grade fantasy and historical fiction. This takes place in 1985. It's about a young girl who moves to America from Haiti, and her parents had to stay in Haiti, and she moves with relatives she doesn't know very well, has never met them. She is trying to fit into America and is having a really hard time with that, and it has POC rep. So I'm very, very excited to read a middle grade about such a hard topic. Number 2 is called Love is a Revolution. This is by Renee Watson. Renee Watson. The genre is YA contemporary. This is about a girl who not only has a relationship, like a love relationship with someone, but she learns to love herself. There is an insta-love connection in here, I believe. There are lies. I believe the main character doesn't feel like she is good enough for the person, so she lies about things that she enjoys or doesn't enjoy to impress him. There is fat rep in here as well as POC rep, so I'm hoping that this does us fat girls justice, but also that it does the POC justice. So I'm very, very excited to read that as well. Number 3 is Fat Chance Charlie Vega. This is by Crystal, I'm gonna butcher this last name, Maldonado. The genre again is YA contemporary. This has fat rep, POC rep. There is a non-supportive mother in here. Basically, the mother is pushing the daughter to lose weight and have a whole bunch of like diets and stuff like that. And it is a coming of age story. The next one is The City of Villains by Estelle Lore. The genre for this is YA fantasy and retelling. I did not think I would like this by the first like tagline. It was Disney Villains meets Gotham. I don't like superheroes, so I was a little put off. But then I read the synopsis, and it's about this high school senior who is just trying to make her way through high school, and she interns for the police at night, and there's a missing girl, and then they find out that there's a bunch of other missing people, and they start to realize that there's something more sinister going on. And there is a fight for control of magic. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. It does say that the Disney villains are like Ursula and Maleficent, so I'm very excited to see what is done with this. So February 9th, there are 2 books coming out that I'm interested in. The first one is The Iron Raven by Julie Kagawa, I believe. The genre is YA fantasy. This is about the jester from Midsummer Night's Dream, Puck, and it's about rivals and the fairylands and a dangerous adventure that Puck has to go on. I'm excited to read it. It sounds very, very good. The second one is The Gilded Ones by NAMI HelpLine, I think. The genre is YA fantasy. There's a blood ceremony that the main character has to pass, in order to remain in the village, and there's a mysterious woman who comes along and gives her a choice. There's danger, and there's the battle for her life. So, sounds really good. The next 4 books are going to be released February 23rd. The first one is Like Home by Louise Onomi. The genre is YA contemporary, and this is about a girl whose life is turned upside down when a deadly incident happens in her neighborhood, as well as vandalism starts happening, and she loses friendships and she's not sure why. It sounds really good and hard-hitting, so I'm kind of afraid that I'm gonna cry. The next book is The Initial Insult by Mindy McGinnis. This is a YA contemporary mystery. This is set in a town where your last name is worth more than money. There are secrets, and there is an orphaned girl. Her family has disappeared, and so now she's kind of like bottom of the barrel when she used to be towards the top. It's interesting to me. I'm intrigued. I have not had the best luck with Mindy McGinnis. I think, what was that book? The girl the sea gave back, or I don't remember. I'll post a picture of it here. I did not enjoy it. I DNF'd it. So I'm hoping this one is better. I know that a lot of people liked The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. I have not read that one. So we'll see how this goes. Number 3 for February 23rd is Wings of Ebony by J.L. This genre is a YA fantasy. This is about a teen who learns about her ancestry. There's magic. She has to find her true identity in order to save the world. So, sounds very good. It also reminds me, I think there's mythology in here, because I think her ancestry has to do with gods. So, mythology is my thing. So, I'm very excited for that. The last one that comes out on February 23rd, I am so ready for. I'm so excited. This book I've been anticipating most of last year when I found out it was coming out. So I'm very excited. That is Kingdom of Shadow and Light by Karen Marie Moaning. This is the 11th book in the Fever series. You guys know I love that series. I talk about it all of the time. I don't know what this is about because, you know, I haven't read it. And I can't really go into what I suspect it's about because that would like ruin the whole series for you. So now is March, and I only have 3 for the month of March. March 2nd is the first date, and the and the first book is The Queen's Secret by Melissa De La Cruz. This is the sequel to The Queen's Assassin, and I loved The Queen's Assassin, so I'm very excited. The genre for this is a YA fantasy, and I can't really tell you what it's about because that would spoil the first one, so sorry. March 9th, there's a book coming out called Act Your Age, Eve Brown. This is the 3rd book in the Brown Sisters series, which starts with Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I have not read those, but I know I'm going to love them, so we shall see. But I am excited for this one to come out. The last one comes out on March 16th. and that is A Queen of Gilded Horns by Amanda Joy. This is a YA fantasy. This is the second in the series of The River of Royal Blood, which I have not read, but my daughter has and said it was fantastic. So I'm very excited to read that one as well. Those are all the books from January to March that I cannot wait to read and get my hands on that are coming out this year. So yeah, let me know if I missed anything that you're excited for. Let me know if you're excited for any of these in the comments below. That'll do it for this video, guys. So please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit the little bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. And please hit the subscribe button to join the 1000 Life fam. Remember that all of my social media links are in the description box below for you if you want to be my friend on any other platform. Remember, I have mental health links in the description box below for you if you or someone you know needs them. Remember, a reader lives 1,000 lives, and so can you. So keep on reading. Remember to stay safe, be kind, be happy, be healthy, and always love one another. See you in the next video. Bye.
We fell in love in the winter, but I miss you most in the fall. 3 years, 11 months together after one night in Montreal. Red leaves are in the breeze of Nashville, and now I share this bed.